The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Bringing you another exciting NBA broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan joining Curry in the backcourt, and it's Udoh in at the center position.
You know, guys, the biggest story with the Kings actually happened in the offseason. Many thought they would move down south, but found a way to stay in Sacramento, at least temporarily.
Now, here's Curry. Right side. Three-pointer, no good. And it's Sacramento going the other way. Clark, and what a big victory for the city of Sacramento, who just love their Kings.
Yeah.
The attendance has been down a little bit, Steve, but that could build up. We got a couple nice young players on that ball club, and maybe there's better times ahead.
Well, you hope so, because this is...
Here's Ellis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Doris.
His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do just that.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. 5 on the clock. With the clock winding down, and he gets the jumper to season.
What a fantastic shooting display. He's finding the net every time this quarter.
Now the feed to Lee. Nice movement. Here's Blackwell. And unable there.
They look to build on.
Lee is screen on Thornton. Ellis dishes to Curry. Yes, and it's Ellis. Easy shot. The Warriors pull it in. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Well, they split the season series a year ago. These two teams were very evenly matched.
From downtown, Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, that was a serious heave there. You can't blame him too much for not being able to corral it in.
And the rest of them would love to surprise me. Maybe work their way up into contention for one of the lower seeds.
You're right. They'd like to, but neither team has fared well at all in this conference. They've both pretty much been bottom feeders.
Shoots from 12. Warriors with the rebound. Lee's got 4 rebounds in this game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup. Evans has got his second basket of the night. Lee is screen on Evans. They double-team Ellis. He's covered by Thompson. Lifts up. Ellis, that's good.
It's defense like that that'll get you a rep in the NBA. I mean, he did an excellent job closing out on balance and on time, and then bothered the shooter by challenging the shot.
This is the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
You know, Mark Jackson signed on with the Warriors this last summer. He could be a fit for them with his background as a pass-first point guard. He certainly talks like a coach when you hear him analyze games.
For the 3, and it's John Salmons with the rebound. Salmons got 3 rebounds now in this one. Jumps up and blocked. Warriors leading by 4. And they're running. Takes it up. And so he draws the foul on the shot.
The ability to mentor those young guards in Golden State will, I think, help the Warriors in a big way as they try to change the direction of that franchise and get back into the playoffs.
Shot clock at 6. From about 16. Sacramento grabs the miss. Salmons got 4 rebounds in this game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
I was very disappointed in their ball movement, their shot selection, their spacing. It seemed like they had no rhythm at the offensive end.
None at all, Steve, and in part because they did a poor job of spacing the floor. And when you don't space the floor, it's hard to get shooters open.
Shot from free throw range. Lands off on the front of the rim and drops. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Curry. He's got 20. Beyond the arc. Hickson grabs the board.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Curry against Thornton. Evans against Ellis. Evans dishes to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Hickson. Here's Thornton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, not a bad effort there.
He'll usually knock that one down.
The Warriors Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Here's Thornton. Lee and Yuta at the 4 and 5. Monte and Curry in the backcourt, and it's Wright in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Warriors leading by 5.
When you hear people talk to Marcus Cousins, they always talk about the talent, big body, skill, good feet, excellent hands. He has the potential to be a dominant big man.
Here's Thornton. 15 points in the game. Evans with it. Picked up by Ellis. The 10-footer releases. Nice shot by Evans. Back to Thornton, you have to like his outlook as he was able to fill it up after the trade.
Well, he erupted for 42 points in the game and had multiple 30-plus point games. So not too many guys in the league can do that, Kevin.
Blackwell, little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
That time he found a gap in the defense to turn that one into a very easy jump shot, a warm-up jumper, if you will.
13 feet out, and he's way off from outside. Steve, back to what you mentioned, to have that much talent and Cousins and Tyreek Evans, Clark, you just hope it pans out.
Well, again, I think it will. I mean, you've got two nice pieces to build around. Marcus Thornton is a pretty nice scorer. They've got some other players, Thompson out there. So they've got some guys that can make it happen. It's a matter of them growing and coming together. And when you've got a bunch of young players, one of the hardest things to give them the time to ferment and come together. So we'll see what happens.
And stolen by Garcia. Gives him the lead pass. Evans' shot is good.
They are closing in here. Their offense heating up.
Well, you want to maintain contact, and after this nice run here, they've made up some ground, and they're right where they want to be.
Left side, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Guarded by Garcia. That's the bucket. With 1 on the clock. No luck. And it's Sacramento going the other way. Stripped away.
And they'll slow it down, use a little clock.
Good call, partner. Hold it for the final one.
Amundsen, the pass to Ellis. Guarded by Garcia. Takes the 3. Cannot hit. Puts up a prayer. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
That's one thing to get to the rim, and it's another to finish when you get there. I mean, he's done both so far.
Yeah, through the first 3 quarters, I mean, he's done a great job of being able to complete plays at the rim, finishing drive.
Here's Ellis. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
On the court right now for the Kings. Green out there with Hickson. Then it's Salmons. Then there's Tyreek Evans. And it's Jeter in at the 1 spot. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 9. He bounces it in off the front of the iron. And the Warriors lead by 10. Timeout called by the Kings. They're losing by 2. Here's Curry. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And an intentional foul right there. That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Evans. Dishes to Thornton. Hickson against Lee. Now Hickson. He's picked up by Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thornton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
I know you have to foul, but you don't want to hit a good foul shooter like that.
Yeah, you'd much rather have somebody else get to the line than this guy. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
2-point lead. Here's Thornton. Fades away. Off on that one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
It had to feel good to get that win after the blowout loss the game before. What changed between then and now that got the team playing at a high level again?
I don't think anything major changed. We just did a better job of executing this time around. Maybe last game we weren't focused enough or guys were tired for whatever reason, but tonight it felt like we were back to normal. This is the type of game this team is capable of playing. I guess it's going to take some work to make sure we do it night in and night out, and tonight was definitely a step in the right direction.